Science is constantly searching for new avenues to impact human health. From researchers elucidating the basic biology that drives disease, to pharmaceutical companies working to deliver new treatments to patients. But there is a gap between these two disciplines that is deep and fraught with challenges. Pete Schultz founded Calibr, the California Institute for Biomedical Research, in 2012, with a vision of how to bridge that gap, widening the aperture of innovation and creating a new model for a self-sustaining, nonprofit institute that discovers and develops novel treatments for human disease. In its first decade, Calibr has grown in leaps and bounds, from a group of just 10 to 140 full-time employees, hitting a number of major milestones along the way. Calibr launched in 2012, thanks in part to significant funding from Merck. That first year, Calibr established an automated, high-throughput screening facility capable of screening hundreds of thousands of compounds in just a few days. After expanding its medicinal chemistry operation and building out a protein engineering department, Calibr licensed its first compound in 2014 to Bristol Myers Squibb. That same year brought an award from the Wellcome Trust to develop an immunotherapy to treat prostate cancer, and a grant from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to build an integrated drug discovery platform. The Gates Foundation has recognized Calibr's mission to address the unmet medical needs of global populations and the huge potential of Pete Schultz and his team to accelerate the development of life-saving products. In 2015, more strategic partnerships with CIRM and Pfizer, who saw the potential to partner to bring forward innovative medicines for unmet medical needs. The next year, Calibr announced a merger with Scripps Research, solidifying the pipeline from basic to translational research and amplifying its impact across all areas of drug discovery. In 2017, Calibr became a clinical stage organization with the filing of its first investigational new drug application for KA34, a novel regenerative therapy to treat osteoarthritis. 2018, Calibr, with support from the Gates Foundation, built Reframe, the largest drug repurposing library ever assembled. This tool has led to multiple clinical drug repurposing efforts and dozens of high-impact publications and discoveries. That same year, Calibr struck a deal with AbbVie to support an innovative cell therapy technology that has the potential to take us to the next frontier of cancer treatment. The collaboration with AbbVie has expanded to develop multiple new therapies for a range of diseases, including inflammatory bowel disease and COVID-19. In the following years, Calibr and its partners have filed 4 more INDs and a half dozen more planned, initiated 3 big new pharma collaborations, and renewed its anchor relationship with the Gates Foundation for an unprecedented 10-year period. 10 years from inception, Calibr is building upon its founding vision of innovation, independence, and impact. The ability to advance any idea that could benefit human health. With dozens of novel drugs in the pipeline targeting regenerative medicine, cancer treatment, infectious diseases, chronic diseases and pain, and neglected tropical diseases, the stage is set for an unparalleled impact on patients.
The work here is so essential for humankind. Our main purpose for the work we do here is to identify new therapeutics and help them get into patients.
We're working on problems that can change people's lives.
We're looking for something that's going to be transformational and potentially even curative. And that's what makes working at Calibr very exciting.
When I moved my lab to Scripps, I also at the same time built a genomics institute, GNF, and we built a lot of tools and used those tools to discover drugs and really made a significant impact on the Novartis pipeline. And based on that experience, I thought we could do the same thing in a nonprofit world. And if we could, you could do it without the constraints of pharma, commercial constraints, investor constraints, and the bureaucracy.
The early days at Calibr were a lot of fun. It was very much a startup biotech-like feel.
One of the first meetings we had with Pete was titled New Project Ideas, and I think none of us knew what to expect. And we came out of that meeting with a list of more than 50 projects. It was just mind-blowing and exciting at the same time.
We were in a tiny lab with 4 hoods and there were no clocks or windows, so it felt a lot like a Las Vegas casino.
When we started Calibr, I think everybody was nervous because we were trying to do something nobody had ever done. But I think things have worked out far better than anybody anticipated.
Calibr is pretty unique in one part because we have multiple projects ongoing at the same time across different disease areas.
Everything from autoimmune to infectious diseases, oncology, metabolic diseases.
I work in infectious disease, and in particular, really focus on neglected tropical diseases.
I'm working now on neurodegenerative treatment for Parkinson's disease and for Alzheimer's disease.
I love the fact that we work on so many different projects because we take learnings from one program and apply it to another. And we always are having new people come into the environment, either through postdocs or people who are recently finished training. In fact, we found an HIV drug candidate that came from not the funders, not even myself, but a postdoc who had been in the lab.
It's amazing. It's all cutting edge, all the new technologies, all the new methods.
What makes us able to do so much with so few is that in alignment with Pete's vision, his leadership style, we cut out all of the stuff in between.
His ability to innovate and synthesize new ideas is really kind of a singularity. It attracts people in the community to our cause.
He really leads with the science. He's very passionate about the science, and that excitement invigorates everybody else.
Doing drug discovery, you actually are making a drug that impacts patients and saves lives. And I think all of the people who are doing it do it for the same reasons I do it. It's both fun, exciting, but you're really having an impact.
Calibr is truly distinct from other nonprofits in that we're fully equipped to take lab findings from the academic realm and swiftly develop them into novel drugs, both for neglected diseases and for those relevant to developed markets. We're unique in our ability to efficiently move assets in both categories into clinical trials, either in-house or via partnership with industry leaders, and Calibr is able to execute with a level of speed and sophistication that rivals venture-backed biotech and established biopharma companies.
I really think we're at a turning point. We've completed 1 clinical trial, right? 2 are running right now, and there's another 3 to 4 that should get kicked off in the next 6 to 9 months.
We have a real opportunity to continue on this trajectory of being a fully integrated organization that has discovery on the one hand, development and impact on the other hand.
For me, it fundamentally comes down to being able to do great science with modern tools of drug discovery, finding compounds and drug candidates for very difficult to treat diseases like cancer and immune disease, but then also finding low cost, highly effective medicine for the entire planet, like infectious disease. That is, in a nutshell, what makes Calibr such a unique place, is to be able to do that all at once and to do it in a community of scientists who truly care about what we're bringing forward to patients.